this video is going to talk about the Bohr model of the atom. The Bohr model of the atom is a representation of what the atom looks like with protons, neutrons, and electrons. So for example, we might take the element oxygen. So there's a couple of ways we might represent oxygen. For example, we might say we have oxygen 18. Okay? We remember that oxygen 18, this is the mass number. Okay? If we look at the periodic table and we find oxygen, we can find out that for oxygen, the atomic number is, if we look at our periodic table, atomic number is 8. So there's another way to write this. We could write this as O with an 18 on top, 8 on the bottom. So one thing that we need to do before we write the Bohr representation is count out the subatomic particles. So we need to know the number of protons, the number of neutrons, and the number of electrons. Okay? We know that the number of protons is equal to the atomic number, so 8. We also know that that's equal to the number of electrons because the positive and negative charges have to equal. They have to balance each other out. The number of neutrons, remember the number of neutrons is equal to the mass number minus the atomic number. Okay, so if we take the mass number minus the atomic number, that gives us the number of neutrons. So there's 10 neutrons in oxygen 18. So if we're going to draw the Bohr model, first we're going to draw the nucleus. Okay, so we're going to have in the nucleus, we're going to draw the protons and neutrons because that is what makes up the nucleus. So we're going to have 8 protons and 10 neutrons. And then we're going to draw energy levels to have the electrons outside of the nucleus. Okay, a couple of things we need to know. We're going to talk with our Bohr models. We're only going to talk about the first 3 energy levels.